To D&D Marvel Pirates. I am in a Minecraft world. Shout out to Minecraft, but this
Huh.
is just for the purpose of our D&D. Others will join, others will go and come and go. So, anyway, I am going to be starting in New York. For obvious reasons, I am a descendant of Peter Parker, so that would just make sense for me to be there.
Right. And I am a demon slash angel going to be starting in. Let's. Let me find the map real quick. Where do you think I should start?
Well, currently, now that I think about it, we're gonna say the beginning story of all this is where people from the future who got mixed in some bullshit, and we all know each other previously, just not previously like from our lives. We just saw each other all at the same time doing the same fucking fuck shit. Like, we all came from the same world. Basically, all of us showed up at a scientist's lab and saw some cool shit of this cool looking portal. We got closer to see it, and it sucked us all in. We're just all got there by our own means. It doesn't matter how we got there, that's another chapter. How we got to the portal. Where we're at now is the 1800s, and we have no fucking idea how to get back.
Okay. So.
Or who was
Did we get.
there. We don't know who was running that lab. We were all like investigating a disturbance, and it turns out to be an interdimensional portal that has sent us to the past.
Right. Okay. So did we get sucked through the same portal?
Yeah, we all got sucked through the same portal, but that does not ensure we were all gonna land in the same spot. Unless holding hands, you are not gonna land in the same spot.
Okay, I'm gonna say I landed in the same area as you because I had my hand on your shoulder.
Alright, I landed in New York, which is still there, technically. It's up by
Yes.
Ontario, if we're looking at the little thing here.
Which map?
United States.
Of course. I'm an idiot. This one's so hard to read.
Ish. New York's up in the middle, right? Yeah, by Ohio and shit.
Well, yeah.
Orange. You don't want to go to Louisiana. Louisiana was like the Southerners. How the Southerners back in the day were aggressive. They owned slaves. They did a lot of plantations, but they were free. They wanted to do their own thing. They didn't want to be a part of the United States. That's basically what that is. I'm guessing.
Well, here's the thing. My character's not black.
Just like Texas. This is before they all joined the United States. That's why the United States doesn't say.
Right.
Those are their own countries, technically, on the same continent. So, I am just fishing. I'm going to say I'm fishing. I landed on a boat with a dude who was fishing, and he offered me a rod and said that was the craziest shit he'd ever seen.
Okay.
And who knows, you landed near me, but like, near could be like same state, different county, different city in the same state.
Okay. Well,
or it could just be in the same country. Alright, we're gonna say that you land in Pennsylvania, just south of New York.
Okay, Pennsylvania. Alright. Do I wake up?
At this point, you gotta remember, the South had slaves and all that shit too, so You know, people aren't going to be accustomed to seeing angels slash demons, which is going to be a great fucking story kick.
Oh yeah. I say I should have like a human disguise, but it's up to you.
You'd have
Just
to,
in case.
if you put on like a big coat, you could hide your wings. Or, I mean, in Lucifer, he cut his wings off. You could
Yeah, I
just
don't
cut
want
your
to do
wings
that.
off and they will grow. They'll grow back eventually, but it does take a while. You have to want them to grow back for them to, and then it's painful.
Oh yeah, of course.
So you can't just grow them in the midst of battle. But you theoretically you could just say that you're going to cut your wings off and it just is. So that you technically would just look like a human and you cut your nails. And you would look like a human.
Yeah, but that would get rid of one of my only weapons, and
You
my
couldn't
ability to
fly
change.
or cut, sure, but you would
Right.
blend in so that you're not hunted. Because they still hunted people in the 1800s, I'll tell you what. They'll still hunt a motherfucker down, man. Some scary shit.
Okay, I took a look around me. What's around me?
Alright, lots of trees. You're in the middle of a giant forest. Not many houses back in the 1800s. We're saying, like, they were just establishing, so they were building basic houses, but you're in the middle of two cities. Which in the middle of cities were tons and tons of forests. Conveniently. So that you were able to hide yourself. So you wouldn't have to be like, oh my god, dude, he just appeared out of nowhere and he's got wings? What the fuck?
Right. I want to use my flight ability to fly above the trees to scout out my surroundings.
Alright. Let's say you see what is your
Pennsylvania is where we're at.
yeah, it's a stat I'm looking for.
Oh, which one?
Intelligence. Yours is a 5.
Yeah.
So we could say you see you see lights from a city in one direction, and no, you can't see lights because there wouldn't be technology.
Candles.
We're gonna say you hear loud shouting. There we go. All right, so you hear loud shouting coming from two different directions, but both slightly far off.
Okay, where's my perception? Don't have that, okay, never mind. I try to listen into one of the shouts.
Alright. Go ahead and roll your d20.
Okay, give me a second. D20, I got 9.
You cannot just hear quite what it is, but you can tell that it is a bunch of different people. It's not just one person in both directions. Crowds.
Is it threatening?
They're screaming, they're panicking, they're freaking out. You just can't tell what they're saying.
Okay, I want to go to one of the outskirts of where the shouting and screaming is coming from.
We're going to say you're in the middle of Pennsylvania. There's one north and south. You have no idea
north.
where you're at. You don't know you're in Pennsylvania. That's just where you are outside.
Let's go north.
All right. So you go to the north one, and you find a bunch of people screaming. As you get closer, you hear people screaming, "Run, run!" How close are you gonna get? You now are hearing them, so you're close. You're like right outside the trees of the encampment, and you're seeing people running. At this point,
Or
anyone could see what's going on, but you don't want to be seen by them. Again, you haven't cut your angel wings off, nothing. You could definitely be told as weird.
what are they running from? Or can I see what they're running from?
Alright, they are running from silver robots. What's look to be silver robots to you, but they have no fucking clue what the hell that is. They've never seen
Okay.
anything like it. But there's tons of them everywhere.
How many?
Hundreds.
Ooh. Let's get the fuck out of there.
You're like, let's get the fuck out of there. Alright, you're bouncing out of there.
Getting the fuck up, titty.
I am on a boat. A dude just saw me. I'm gonna say that we're fishing. I'm telling him, you're not gonna believe this, but just telling my whole life story, and basically, I'm descendant of superheroes from the future.
Right.
And the guy's like, I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't just seen you fly out of fucking nowhere.
Type shit.
He's gonna ask me, what can I do? Can he see proof beyond belief besides just falling out of the sky? He thinks maybe it was a trick. So pull my character out here.
Do you want me to roll for you, since you're the DM? Or
No.
do you want me to roll as the DM?
Oh no, I'm very good at this. Like, I am, just trust me, like, if I don't get it, I don't get it. I'm cool with either way. My character could die and I wouldn't care. I'll just make a new one. Alright, I say craft Excalibur, and I make a version of Excalibur that I picture in my mind.
Ooh,
A sword appear right in front of the guy, shining and glorious.
Okay.
And then I put it down in the boat and go, well, I can't get rid of it once I make it. Like, I can't.
Well, it is what it is.
That's the downfall.
So you have a devil fruit power, don't you?
I have the craft fruit.
Nice.
But I cannot swim, so thank God I did not land in the water. It's all water.
Right. Yeah, that's shitty.
It's a huge downfall.
Right, well, you could still take a bath, right?
True. I mean, yeah, you can take a bath, but anywhere higher... Yeah, I mean, you gotta think like One Piece, Luffy couldn't... He could take baths as long as his head could come out of the bath. He couldn't move in the bath. Like, that motherfucker was a pirate. He didn't care about how bad he stinks.
Well, yeah,
He would get in a shower. What would a shower do to you? A shower would just slightly render you... Like, you're not in the water itself. The water's being poured on you. Therefore, you're just kind of not able to use your powers. As long as you took a shower, you'd be fine. But a bath, no, you would still not be able to move. You'd be just sitting there, and someone would have to wash you. And that would be awkward. And they don't have showers back in the day, in the 1800s.
Not really, unless they...
Shit.
For the other...
Oh, that's fucked. I didn't think of that. That's fucked. I mean, if the water wasn't too deep, I guess it wouldn't be too bad. If I, like, sponge bathed myself, that'd be like a shower. It's controlled water rather than open water. Open water, you're fucked instantly. Even a bathtub is open water. But, yeah, so he believes me. And we fish for the rest of the night. Talking, and reminiscing on different things and not telling the guy the future because of the butterfly effect. Just telling him enough for him to believe that I'm a good guy. I'm not here to hurt anyone or his kids or anything.
Okay.
Alright, now we're going to jump back to your story. Because these things
Alrighty.
happen at the same time. So for the rest of the
Right.
night, I'm fishing. That covers what I'm doing. Now for you, for the rest of the night, you saw this fucking bunch of robots flying around. You're tripping, like, what the fuck? And you're bouncing. Where are you going?
Let's go to the south side this time.
Alright. You get to the south side, and it's the end of the night, just in time to see a bunch of dead bodies everywhere, fire, a giant crater pit, basically, just a bunch of pits of craters from blasts that happened all over the place. Smoke rising, the smell of decay and dead bodies.
I look around for any survivors.
Alright. You spend a few hours looking for survivors and find no one. Just body parts that have yet to be burned, all charcoaled.
Are there any houses or anything like that nearby?
The houses, as weirdly as it is, were untouched. Not touched, not burnt, nothing. The only thing that burnt were the bodies. Whatever did this went right for the bodies.
I look for something like a jacket big enough to cover my wings.
Alright. Go ahead and roll.
Give me a second. I'm not at my phone right now.
And, right.
Damn, I'm not feeling too good.
That's
What
not
is
good.
it? Do I need? Yeah, I know what it is, but what do I need to roll?
A D20. Yes.
13.
Alright. 13. I got 14, so that's lower than mine.
Oof.
But it is for your angel, so that's a +5 to dice roll. So you would be able to find a black cape.
Okay.
Obviously, you have regular clothes on.
Well, yeah, of course. I also look around for a sword or any type of weapon, to be honest. I'm guessing another D20.
Well, why would you be well, I mean, if you want to search for a weapon.
I do. I want a weapon.
Because, I mean, again, you couldn't even wear gloves with having claws.
Right.
They would rip through. And then people would know you're not human. You can hide your wings. As long as, your cloak doesn't fall off. You don't take it off in front of people, you'll be fine. But the claws, that's a whole other matter. You would have to get rid of those, and then you could wield a weapon from nearby.
So I can't do both?
Your claws are another thing that could grow back. Claws are like nails. You gotta think about it like if you clip the nails of like a lion or a bear, eventually those motherfuckers are gonna grow back. Yeah. Eventually they curl if you don't keep them up.
I clip my claws. And I look for a weapon.
So if you're looking for a weapon, let's see, what would we find?
What do I need to roll?
Because all the buildings are not broken, so technically it would just be looking around. You could easily look around and it take all the time you need. You wouldn't have
Right.
to roll to find anything. You could just find something.
True.
It would just take you walking around. That's easy. That's a simple task. So,
Or I can make it a little bit quicker by flying.
oh yeah, everyone in this city's dead. And whatever
Yes.
killed them's long gone.
That's good.
It took the rest of the day just to get back to this village. It's nighttime while you're searching. There's still candles lit in the houses and everything. It seems as if people just walked out of their houses and disappeared. Except they didn't. They burned right there in the streets.
They all died.
So you could just search any house you want till you eventually found something good. But it's compared to back in the day, you know, do you want to search a house or would you rather search a blacksmith, you know? If you search a house, you'll probably find like a knife or maybe like a broken board with nails in it.
Search the blacksmiths.
And if you search the blacksmith, you'll find a basic, like, they all had tons of like bronze swords. Tons of just regular swords, just bronze. Because rifles were made different. That took wood and metal. The metal was made there and put on. There was an assembling. They had to assemble the guns in a whole nother warehouse. And this place is like deserted. And we're talking, it's just a village. There's no armory. But there's a small little, all villages had blacksmiths. So there's a bunch of just short swords, long sword. There's fucking a two-handed broadsword. Just simple swords.
Let's go with 2 short swords. If I am able to do that.
Yes.
Okay.
Again, because you could just pick them up. Who else is going to stop you? There's no one there. They're all dead.
I also search for gold.
That's a good idea.
Any currency. Whatever.
We're going to say gold is currency. Wait, no. We're in the U.S., so it would be coin.
Let's just say gold just to make it easier.
Yeah, gold could be the universal currency.
Right, okay. Yeah, I search around looking for money. What do I need to roll?
A D20 for that as well.
Okay.
Okay.
19.
I don't know why I rolled my dice. We don't need it for that. I actually have a key for things like that.
Alright.
19. You found 20 gold.
Ooh, yeah. Let's find the least damaged hut or house and make camp for the night.
Yeah, because eventually we'll move on to like the back side of your paper on how much gold you're using if we have to, or get a different piece of paper to keep track.
Right.
That's why it's always better with a pencil, because then you could erase. Eventually we can always transfer though. Alright, so you got 20 gold and you're gonna chill and sleep in one of the beds, huh? All comfortable. The best one in the loft.
Yes. Ooh, I should I had a protective spell.
Where specifically would you want to stay? Like, you gotta think back in, like, those times, it was probably, like, a bunch of... You're in the United States, so it ain't no village. It's a town. where
Right.
there's probably like a mayor's house and a church and a blacksmith, bunch of little houses.
You know what? Let's go to the mayor's house, and before I go to sleep, let's search it. See if I
All
can find
right.
anything. I'm guessing D20 again.
No, you would find like deeds, letters to the mayor, old letters, tons of things that are probably not of interest.
Okay.
Handkerchiefs, because they always carried shit like that. A
Right.
Bible.
Is there any clothes?
There are. There are clothes
What
everywhere.
what kind of clothes are in the mayor's office? Like a suit?
Probably not a suit. I wouldn't say suits weren't made really. At that point, people wore like their suits were like long hanging. Like in the back, they had these fangs that would
The
go all the
the
way down to their
tailcoat.
legs and shit. Yeah, the tail coats and shit. That's what he would
Yes,
have.
I want that. I want that.
Okay.
Let's put that on.
Are you gonna keep the black cape?
Yes, but let's keep that in my inventory.
Yes. You could literally fold it up and like, oh, but you'd
Hmm.
have to put it in a backpack if you're not wearing it.
Put
Or
it in my
a
pocket.
cape. Capes back then probably weren't made of that very thick material either.
Right.
So you could probably fit it in your pocket.
More than likely,
You could put it in like the back of your pants to hold, like, I don't know, protect your ass. It
type
technically would
shit.
work. I mean, you just
Yeah.
tie it to your belt or whatever. Even back then, you could make your own holes in your pants to tie shit to it so that it just stayed
Right.
there. And that was normal. So
Um.
we could say there's a pack there.
Yeah,
Like
let's do that.
there's a backpack there.
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, I don't own any of the music that's about to be playing. Let's get that going.
Same here. I do not own any of the either.
This is just to pump up the whole mood. If there's too much music, let me know. I don't know if it's too loud or not.
I'll turn it down just a little bit. That's good.
Alright, so you have a backpack and you're using that to obviously hold your black cape. Your two short swords would come with fucking holders on the sides of your belt or your back, whatever you decide to wear it like. So they
I'd
wouldn't
say,
go in your backpack. But your
I'd
gold
say
would
on the
also go in
side.
your backpack.
Yeah. And let's go to sleep. Hold up for the night. Lock the door and barricade. Just in case.
Alright. So we're gonna jump back over to me. It gets really late. We're gonna go back to shore. At this point, we're gonna say he trusts me enough to know that I'm legit and I'm not sensing any problems. And you know, as a descendant of Peter Parker, I come with danger sense at all times.
Right.
So I would know
Right.
something was
Spider
wrong and
sense.
yeah, and nothing. So he offers me a place to stay and some regular nowadays clothes. So I'm definitely gonna put those on. Gotta have some nowadays clothes, man.
Nice.
We'll say a black suit, but again, it ain't gonna be nice as a mayor's suit. A mayor's suit will be tuxedo and all that good, but I just have a basic old suit from the guy. Some of his old clothes. Uh, and he's not going to give me gold, and I'm not going to search his house because, well, I mean, fuck, I haven't even come up with a character name because I'm not there yet. I'm not renowned enough to be known as a hero or a villain.
Right.
So, I'm going to sleep for the rest of the night. And that moves on back to you. It is the morning now. You are waking up.
Okay, I take a look around me. See if anything's changed throughout the night.
Nothing has changed. Birds are in the trees. All the fires are put out. The smell of dead bodies are gone, but the bodies are gone. All of them. All the pieces, all the bodies, all the bones, the smell, everything gone. Empty city. Candles have all burnt out.
Okay, so I'll take a look around the city to see if I can find any tracks or anything.
Alright. You don't find any tracks. You search everywhere, and you can't find tracks, claw marks, nothing. Not even burn marks on the ground. Fresh grass everywhere. Looks as if the place is just deserted.
Okay. Let's start. Let's head out towards. I'm in Pennsylvania right now, right?
Yep.
Let's head out towards. You know what? Let's start heading towards Ohio. See if I can find anything or any people to.
Alright, on your way out, you see a mushroom on the ground that looks trampled on.
I inspect it.
It looks and appears as if someone had squashed it going through. You feel stickiness on your foot.
I surveyed the area to make sure there's no other stickiness around.
There is nothing else around. No squashed mushrooms. There's a bunch of mushrooms. None of them are squashed. Just the one was. Straight little line of mushrooms. Little patch. One of them happened to get stepped on. No clues of any kind anywhere else.
Okay. Continue on my way towards Ohio.
Alright. It takes you all day to get to Ohio. From south to north Pennsylvania, it took you all day. So you're in the north, you're heading right outside that north city you had seen before. You come up on it, and there are dead bodies everywhere. Pieces of people everywhere, same as the other city. The other town.
I take a look around to see if I see what could be causing this.
Well, you saw flying robots, I'm just saying.
Well, you know, besides that, man. Like, in this city, because I took my headphones off to splash some water on my face. Because I'm getting really, really hot. So there's flying robots in this city, too.
This is the North City. You went to the South City, and the South City had no robots, and it was just all burnt down and shit. You're going to the North City, and it's the same. All burnt. All burnt to shit.
I take a look around to see what's going on. Well, you know, not going on, but... like,
yeah, there's nobody alive. It's as if you just walked into that South City all over again.
Oh,
No,
wow.
but nothing but people dead everywhere, burning. Houses all untouched.
No, I loot for gold again.
Huh? I'm looting for gold again. Not like they're gonna need it, right? Oh my gosh, go ahead. I don't know why I rolled again. This is so stupid. You're not
What do I
rolling
need
against
for?
me. Just roll a d20.
14.
Or, no, what am I doing? Roll a... Do you have a... 14, let's see. Okay, that would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. You find 70 gold.
70?
70 gold. Throughout all the
Damn.
houses, and this was a slightly bigger city.
Okay. I searched for anything. I go to blacksmiths and search there. See what I find.
You go to the blacksmith, you find some of the same weapons. You also find some jewelry. It looks like
What kind of
people were
jewelry?
also making jewelry there. Just, basic jewelry, necklaces with a ruby in it. Old style stuff that was just sold in the markets.
I take it all. I put on one of the necklaces and... Is there any rings?
Oh yeah, jewelry, necklaces, rings. There were no earrings. We're gonna say no earrings at this point. It was just
put on
rings and necklaces.
4 of the rings and 1 of the necklaces, and put the rest in my bag. It's morning time, right? Or is it afternoon?
We're gonna say that there were 4 rings made,
Okay.
and then for necklaces, we'll say there was like 5 there.
Okay. So what time is it currently?
It is nighttime for you in the game. You're in my future currently. I have not played yet. We're currently doing your entire day.
Let's go to the mayor's office, look around, see if I find anything valuable.
You find some of just the same stuff you found in the other place.
I'll go to the bar, because I haven't eaten or drank anything. Make something to eat, get a few drinks in me, and then, just pass out in the bar, I guess. Take all the bar, I've already taken all the gold. Come on.
Alright. Going to the bar and passing out drunk. Yeah, he definitely had a bar. We'll say you got shit-faced and everything. Not to shit your pants point, but pretty fucked up.
Right.
Alright. So for me, I wake up the next morning and it's a little more exciting. The guy has betrayed me and he has called the local authorities saying that he found an alien. He's tripping balls. I wake up to my danger sense freaking out, making me wake up as he's talking on the phone to them, and I hear him.
Phone?
You know what they had back in the day, one of them fucking round they like stuck to your wall and had like a fucking one line, and you had to zip that bitch around. Yeah, them bitches were around. And you
Really?
yeah, you had to call
Really?
an operator. It only had one number, the operator's number.
Yeah.
It had just the operator's number, and then the operator would connect you to whoever. They'd pull your plug out and connect it to the one you're trying to get a hold of.
Mm-hmm.
So he's over there freaking out on his little, like, cup phone thing.
Right.
And I am fucking... I sense this. Well, I can use danger sense without any issue. And obviously the craft fruit, but...
Right.
I can teleport. Teleportation works up to 100 miles, is what I set it to. So I'm gonna teleport into the boat behind the house. And I'm gonna take his boat and bounce. And I'm going to bounce north of Ontario. Let's see here. Which would actually put me in Canada.
Really?
Yes. I'd be coming up through Ontario, so I'd be going into Ontario. What was Ontario in Canada? So I am now in Ontario. I'm gonna say that I went to the middle of Ontario. Let's say I fled all the way to the north. And it took me all day. And I am sleeping, let's say fleeting that. I wouldn't even make it that far. I'd make it to I made it to the boat. The boat would take me past the river. I made it just into Ontario. We'll say maybe 10, 20 miles in. And I'm sleeping on a tree.
Nice.
Because I can craft shit, but I'm not just going to craft a house and leave it there. That'd be weird. Or craft a tent and just dip. Leave a trail. Fuck that. So no, I'm going to sleep on a tree, check for bugs, make sure there's nothing there, and then pass out. So it definitely got a little more exciting over here.
Yeah.
That wasn't out of nowhere. And then you were waking up the next morning. And
so, go ahead. First thing I do is take a piss.
Alright.
I drink a little bit of water so I'm not, dying.
Alright.
And
walk out of the bar.
I set off to the next town.
As you walk out of the bar, there is no dead bodies. Grass is growing everywhere as if it had been vacant for the longest.
Okay. I head off to the next town, see what's going on.
You're like, I head off to the next town. Alright, you have made it into Ohio. We'll say midway through Ohio, and it's night. It's starting to get nighttime. It's probably about 6 o'clock.
Alright.
And you are in dead smack middle. I was about to say, I can scroll through these bitches. Yeah.
So what's around me?
You see, you're in a little town.
Okay.
People just kind of see you and look past you. You're blending in pretty well, just walking the streets, and you see a newspaper that says stolen boat. And in another paragraph, are aliens real?
Okay. I think to myself, well, that's probably the dumbest headline I've ever seen. But okay.
I mean, it all says northern Ohio.
Okay. So it's beginning to turn nighttime, right?
Yes. You can make it to northern Ohio by like midnight.
Let's do that, and then once I get to northern Ohio, look for an inn or somewhere to camp.
Alright, there is definitely an inn.
Okay.
One sec, I gotta get rid of this stupid ad. Alright, anyway, yes, there is an inn.
Okay, so I walk in, and I ask the person... Okay, I walk in. Is it a male, female at the counter?
It's a female.
I walk up to the nice lady and say, "Hello, ma'am. How much for a room for the night?"
Don't snark at me like that, young man. I'm old enough to be your grandma. It's 10 gold for you. It's an old lady. She's a dick.
Okay, here's your 10 gold. And I say under my breath, bitch.
You're like I say under my breath, bitch.
Yeah. I go to my room, lay down.
Alright, gold's gonna have to be kept in the back of the paper.
I have 80 now.
80 gold.
Yeah, because I had 90.
My ass is fucking broker than a joke.
Well,
alright.
Get the gold up.
If you try to search the room, all you're gonna find is a Bible.
Of course.
Obviously, you know, there's dressers and shit to put your clothes in for however long you're gonna stay.
Probably I'm gonna stay a night or so.
Alright. So, my day is gonna be spent, unfortunately, is gonna be a speed day, because, you know, I'm just into Ontario. I'm gonna flee to the North Ontario. And I am going to... I'm gonna steal another boat and get on Huntington Bay.
Okay.
If you're looking at Canada's map, I'm in the big water above Ontario.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say I'm fleeting northwest towards Nunavut.
Okay. Okay. Is that the end of yours, or?
Yes. I have made it across Ontario, and I'm just now in the boat.
Okay.
And I'm sleeping on this boat while the boat is doing its thing. I'm gonna say... I didn't steal it. I
borrowed.
I talked to a guy and promised pay, but I don't have any money on me.
Okay.
So that's gonna be fun later.
Yes. My journey from Pennsylvania to Ohio has exhausted me, so I sleep for a whole another 24 hours. So it's your turn again.
Alright, you're gonna have to pay another 10 gold to stay.
That's okay.
So it drops you down to 70, man.
I know.
You're like, it's burning a hole in my pocket. Alright. I'm going to get across there and into Nunavut. And as We start to get there. I see the edge of land. And since I see it, I'm good. Or if I've been there before, I know where to go. I can't just teleport anywhere I want. I've got to at least know where I'm going. So I see the shore, and as, you know, he's not looking, I dip. I teleport out. Soup, gone.
Gone.
And I am at the edge of the city, at the docks. I am going to say that oh man, I can't teleport in the water, and I can't teleport and just appear out of nowhere. Fuck.
Right.
I see some trees at the edge of the beach. I teleport to one of them. Then if anyone does hear or see it, no one will believe him anyway.
Right.
Anyway, so I go to the city.
Alright, is that the end of your turn?
Yes, it was nighttime. I go to the city and I find a tree nearby and sleep. Because again, I don't have any money. I can't pay for an inn.
Right.
So I'm gonna go sleep next to like a fucking tree on the outskirts of town.
Right, okay. So I'm guessing it's morning time
Yes.
for me?
It is now morning time, and we are both good.
Okay.
It's morning time for both of us, but it's your turn, yeah.
Yeah. So is there any, like, quest boards or message boards in the inn?
You see, you go to a place where there is a bar in the inn. There's a bar.
Yeah.
So you go to that area, and you see a guy talking about, man, I seen the craziest shit the other day. A dude appeared out of fucking nowhere on my boat, man. I swear it's true. And a guy going, nah, man, you're fucking crazy, dude. You're crazy.
Okay, so I walk up to the guy, and I'm like, explain some more. I want to hear.
He explains how a guy made something materialize out of thin air, made the best sword he'd ever seen, and he pulls the sword out. Because I didn't grab that fucking sword, I just thought about that. I'm a fucking idiot. So he pulls the sword out, and you see it's one of the best swords you've ever fucking seen. High grade knights use this. This is like the best.
I ask him what would he want for it.
Wow, that's a good question, actually. He asks how much gold you've got.
I repeat the question. How much for the sword?
He goes, probably more than what you got.
I bare my teeth and snarl at him. I'm getting that sword, no matter how much gold.
Well, how much gold do you have, as he says again?
I look him in the eyes and I just grab it. I'm like, it's free.
You're gonna make a fight in the middle of in the bar.
I'll be like, we can take this outside.
A huge bar fight breaks out. He hits you. Bunch of guys start hitting each other. The bar is breaking out in a huge fight.
Okay. Here, let me look at my stats real quick. Because I know I'm gonna need a fucking roll for this. Actually, you know what? I won't even have to roll. I take my cloak off.
I'm gonna send you a picture of your... That's what your thing looks like now.
Okay.
With all the stuff you've picked up. So you have a more on-point version to look at. I don't know why it's replying to whatever the fuck... What the fuck is that? Oh, okay. That's my video, right? But yeah, that's what you're holding and all that now.
Okay.
Plus 70 gold on the back of the paper.
Right. Well, I show my wings.
Okay. That's a catastrophic event. Roll a d20 to see if it goes well or bad for you.
Oh God. I really hope this is good.
Oh God.
I got a perfect 20.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yes.
Fuck.
What did you get?
19. I was like, oh.
Holy shit.
So everybody's freaking out.
Yeah.
Everybody's freaking out, hitting each other. A bunch of people see it and say, monster, monster, and they all take off running, including the guy leaving the sword behind.
I grabbed the sword and I dip. Actually, no, yeah, I grab the sword, I leave the establishment, I fly to the outskirts of the town and put my cloak or I put my wings away.
Okay, let's see here. Yeah, technically you don't even need a cloak to hold your wings back. You just put them away and like they go into your skin. They're a part of you. So I guess your claws would do the same, so you would never actually have to break anything off. Good thing I didn't make that change.
Right.
Yeah, because I've seen Lucifer, and now that I think about it, he put him back inside his body too.
Yeah.
And he could just whip him out like swoop, and they'd be like, oh!
Right.
They'd be a lot more like that than supernaturals, because in supernatural, they're possessing a body, so the wigs are just shadows of the real ones. Anyway, so yeah, you would just, so you're flying to the middle of the city?
The outskirts.
Alright.
So
you're flying.
Everybody that was able to see me is no longer around. Type shit. And then I put them away, and then I walk right back into the town, but on a different side. You feel?
Yeah. Just give me 1 second. I gotta switch back over to that picture.
Right. Well, my head and my stomach are, back to normal. I'll say that much.
Alright, we're gonna say the outskirts of Ohio. Because you were in... No, you were in Pennsylvania. You went to New York, but took a left to Ohio. You would have been in the north already. But, so you were already on, like, an outskirts town, which would have taken you into the, like, corner of Ohio and New York. Right off Lake Erie.
Let's go towards Cincinnati or something.
Alright. You went to the outskirts. Alright, right. And then you're heading towards Cincinnati. We'll say that... You know, if you flew high enough and used your chameleon power, you could technically fly there. Unseen. Because at that point, they didn't have radar or anything. And the sky's all the same. As long as you didn't pass a cloud, no one would notice. Or we're high enough that people were like, huh, did I just see something? Nah, I must have been tripping. And then you could be there, but alright. We're gonna walk. We will walk. And we'll say you're in the middle of Ohio near Columbus.
I have to hover because I have a 0 agility, but...
Well, 0 agility, me and Babe decided that's why Smoker came into the point. Where you can run, but it's like normal human run, and you'll immediately be like, immediately feel like...
I have smoker's cough or smoker's lung.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now it's the question that bears is you are in the middle of Ohio. What are you doing? It's nighttime. What are you doing? You've walked. It took you all day to get there.
So I am now in Cincinnati, or...
You get to Cincinnati, yes.
Okay.
And you just see a bunch of the yesterday's newspapers. Well, yesterday's newspaper, yeah.
Yeah, I take a look at it, see what it says.
It's the same newspaper that you
okay.
had seen before. The new one won't come till the next day.
Okay.
It's nighttime, so it's the same day that you saw it.
Right.
Well, I mean, it is the next day, but they haven't put out a new one. There's nothing new.
Right.
Same old bullshit.
Let's find an inn.
He's like, let's find an inn. We're gonna say you have a nice cutlass.
Yeah. Okay. I have a mayor's suit and a nice cutlass, so I'm looking pretty spiffy myself, I'd say.
Alright, so you get to the middle of Columbus.
Cincinnati.
Yeah, and you're looking for an inn. Cincinnati's at the very bottom.
Yes.
You made it to Columbus, right in the middle.
Okay.
So you're chilling in Columbus looking for an inn. It's going to be the same price.
10 gold a night. Yeah, let's do 10 for now. Let's do a night for now.
Alright. You're sleeping at night, so now I'm in the you're past. So that's what you get all day. I woke up this morning and I was on the outskirts of Nunavut. And I am gonna move towards I'm gonna move north. Or no, I'm gonna move west. Towards Yukon. And I make it to Northwest Territory.
Northwest Territory? Okay.
That's right where I'm at. I came off the water, went into Northwest Territory, and up by that Great Lake at the top. Not the bottom Great Lake, but the top one. So I'm at that lake currently.
You're at which lake?
The Great, it's the top one of Northwest Territory. If you're looking at Canada, it's yellow.
Oh, okay.
I'm at the top lake that looks like a bat or a ninja star.
Okay.
And I'm going to sleep next to a tree.
You're going to sleep next to a tree? Okay. Hold on, I have to,
There's a point to all this, trust me. My guy's not just roaming for no reason. Like, he's just kind of running around doing his own thing.
My arm is breaking out right now, so I'm putting some lotion on it right now. So give me a second.
Hey, babe, you do what you gotta do.
You don't like it? Oh, okay. Say less. I really like the smell of this. Really? Well, get as many free things as you can.
So, you wake up the next morning.
I go to the message board.
Alright, you go to the message board. And you see that in the newspaper, whole city freaks out. Whole city of Northeast Ohio, a city in Northeast Ohio, we'll just say a random city, freaked out, and the whole city claims to have seen winged man in bar. lady claims to have tipped, or a lady claims to have overcharged. Total bitch. You know, she's an old lady. She's got to stay with the character.
Well, I look at the newspaper and I'm like, well, she sounds like a bitch. I look for any like requests or anything like that. Any job requests.
You see all over that towns need sheriffs. There are towns everywhere that need sheriffs.
Okay. I leave the inn and I go to the mayor's office.
The mayor's office, okay. You get to the, remember you're in Columbus, not Cincinnati. Alright, you go to the mayor's office and they ask how can they help you, or his secretary.
I say, yes ma'am, I would like to speak to the mayor about some business I have with him.
Business pertaining what matter? And who are you?
I am Sir Jonathan III, and I am looking to be the sheriff, if y'all need one.
That's fine. You're the only one who's requested to be the sheriff. Sheriffs come and go real fast around here.
Okay.
She walks you in. The mayor says, "Nice to meet you. I can't believe someone's actually showing up to be the sheriff. Are you sure you want this job?"
Why do you say that?
Sheriffs, they come and go around here. This town has a way of growing on you.
Yeah. But I reckon I'm tougher than the last ones.
Alright, he gives you the job, gives you your own house, little log cabin more that you stay at with a little gun locker. Okay. I mean, I would say it's like an old wooden cabinet with like a pistol in it.
Yeah, something like that. Or
for house protection. It's not one that you would want to like take with you.
Right.
Something you keep in the house for protection. It's owned by the city.
Right.
Along with handcuffs and all that stuff.
Right.
Alright, Stoney, the fucking sheriff occupation. Alright, and
it's fun.
So you get the job, he shows you around and everything and lets you chill for the first day and says show up to work tomorrow. Just driving, basically you're just riding a horse around the streets.
Is it still daytime or is it nighttime now?
We'll say it's about 7.
So almost. Okay, so I go to the store. I get some food, I get some alcohol, I get everything that I need for the night.
Alright.
I'd say at least spend 20 gold altogether, hopefully.
Alright, well, yeah, alcohol back in the day was cheap. Everyone made alcohol. Food, I mean, that was the more expensive one. Alcohol, $5, but it'd be about 15 for...
Damn, really?
Yeah, so it'd be about 15 for the food. Oh, yeah. Alcohol was easily made. I mean, food, you had to actually grow that shit.
Right. So 15 for the food and 5 for the alcohol?
Yeah, that'll drop you down to 40.
Okay. Well, I go to my cabin, I make dinner, and
The job doesn't pay, it has benefits, obviously. You know, you get to walk around with a gun, free horse, free place to stay.
Does it pay gold?
It does not, but you can always search your victims for their money and take it. Back in the day,
Right.
cops there was no inventory. The cops took that shit. Come on now.
Exactly. Okay. So I end my turn.
Alright, so you're going to sleep for the night. I am going to continue my path. Let me take my medicine real fast so I don't forget.
Yeah, I need to go grab some SIDS real quick. Antacids, please.
Here we go. Alright.
Yeah, I got heartburn mixed with freaking hiccups.
Oh, that's the worst. Then it's like,
No, I'm not having a heart attack.
You have that hiccup burp.
Oh, no, it's not even that. It's the hiccup heartburn.
Oh, that's so bad.
On top of a little bit of nausea. So, yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna say that I went south. I saw a newspaper and decided to go towards British Columbia and made it to the tip of the British Columbia. And I am trying to head to the Vancouver Island, which will take a whole nother day after this. Once again, I'm sleeping on a tree. So it's the next day for you.
Okay. I wake up. I get everything on, ready to go. I set off on patrol.
Alright, you're galloping down the road. And you hear, let's see. Can't stop me now. You hear through the streets a woman freaking out.
I
yelling
ride up
for the sheriff.
I ride up next to her. I'm like, ma'am, what's the emergency? What's going on?
Somebody has stolen something from me. What the weird part is I was holding it when it was stolen, but I saw no one.
So you don't know what they look like, you don't know where they went?
I do not.
What was the item that was stolen, ma'am?
An amulet.
What color?
My husband found it. It had been in the family for a long time. He found it buried with all his other family items. They had found it from an ancient Egypt discovery.
Okay.
It was gold with a giant green emerald.
Did it have a scent?
Did it have a scent? No.
Yes. No scent. Okay. Well, what's one of my powers, Mark?
Oh, true.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, ooh. Okay, so, ma'am, is there any way of being able to track it? Is your scent on it? Is your husband's scent on it?
Well, it's been sitting in a dusty old cellar.
So it probably smells like old cellar.
Yes, but I'd say it's untraceable by scent.
Fuck. So you don't know what the perpetrator looks like, ma'am?
No. All I felt was wind. And then it was gone. I looked down and it was just out of my hands faster than I could blink.
Okay, ma'am. I will be right on it. I will find it as quickly as possible. I will keep an eye out. Which way was the wind blowing, ma'am?
It blew out my door. Literally, and you look over and her door has fallen off the hinges. Like, it is just on the ground.
Okay.
Laying in the street, in fact. It went further than just falling off. It flew off into the street. And is just laying there.
Okay, I go over to the door. I pick it up. And I go over to the door frame and just rest it on the side. Because I can't really fix it as of right now.
Right.
And...
Well, you're not a handyman either.
Right. You know what? I summon my dog.
Alright, let's see.
I'd say since I'm a sheriff, nobody should freak out about it.
Well, you can't just summon a dog in front of nowhere, but you can just say you found a dog.
Well, that's one of my abilities, bro.
Yeah,
Animal
you can create it, but you can say that you found this dog. But you have creation, but you don't have destruction, so you can't destroy it once you've created this animal. It's there forever.
Okay. Until it dies, or I kill it.
Yes, and what you will say, it turns to ash. From dust back to dust.
Ooh. Okay. Let's pause for a second. A good idea I just thought about is, what if I summoned like a health regeneration animal, but I can only do it once per turn? Like, once per turn.
You could summon it until it died. And animals that do things like that tend to be targeted by villains immediately.
Well, what I mean is, if I'm low on health, summon an animal that has a health regen, but only when you kill it. Like, I have to absorb the energy.
It would have to be semi-realistic. That would be energy absorption, and you would have to do something like creating an animal that you know has health regeneration abilities when consumed, or like an egg.
I'll have to find certain things.
Like if you needed protein on the spot, you could make a chicken and have it lay an egg. And once it laid an egg, boom, you'd have a fucking free ass meal right there on spot. You could make 15 chickens at your house. Right. And then you'd have food every day. You could be like, I'd check for more eggs every morning, and then, collect the eggs, and they'd be sitting in your inventory
That's actually a good idea. I might do
whenever
that.
You need, and that would be your health regeneration.
Right. Okay. Back to game. So I summon a bloodhound. Something really good with sense.
You'll summon a bloodhound, and that bloodhound is with you until it dies.
Okay. I have.
Maybe we could do something like the things you create only last so long before they age and return to dust.
Yeah, I agree.
So you don't have to even kill them. Yeah,
I'd say like
after a day, it's gone, and you have something new.
Unless I'm tracking something.
Well, you can always summon a new dog for that day.
Yeah, true. I have the dog sniff the door, and let's say since I created this animal, I can telepathically talk to it, but that's up to you.
No, animal creation control is just creating it, and like you can create it a nice animal or like a bad animal. Like you could create it and make it created angry all the time or happy all the time, like a chill ass dog.
Okay.
Like it will be loyal to you. It will understand what you're saying to it, but telepathically no. But whatever you say to it, it's loyal to the core. It's no one else's animal.
Okay. I tell it to sniff the door, and if there's any scent that is different from the ladies and whatever, like kids or husband or whatever else scent that is associated with the lady, try to isolate the perpetrator.
Alright, let's see here.
What do I need to roll? Because I can already feel it.
Sheriff of Columbus. So that's where you're living and all that now. That just so they know. And like farm animals, we'd say could live there until you move.
Right. Okay.
Like chickens would stay there forever because you're not going to take them with you. They'll stay at your house. As long as they're at your house will say is safe. Anything you make on tap like a dog, though, is gone in a day.
Right. Okay. Do I need to roll anything? You sniff that out?
Let's say you're... We'll say you're sniffing and there's no scent to be found. Or no, there's a scent. Your dog takes you... We'll say your dog takes you to a river and that's it. It goes cold. Like the scent is washed off. Whoever did it was no fool.
Look in the river. Right. I look in the river. Do I see anything?
No. There were no... Okay, you see a dead fish floating by.
I inspect it.
There don't appear to be any attack wounds.
I give it to my dog to eat.
Alright. Your dog eats it.
Anything happen to it?
Your dog rapidly dies. He ages faster than he's supposed to. Instead of a day, he dies now.
I knew it. Okay. I'm a little sad about that, but it is what it is.
You're like, well, I had to know. I fed it to him. We'll say it's nighttime now.
I go to the mayor's office, or the mayor's house, and I knock on the door.
Alright, by the time you get back to the mayor's house, we'll say it's about 7, and the mayor's asleep.
Fuck.
Says, go away, come back in the morning.
I try to wake him up, because it's urgent.
He answers the door saying, what do you want?
I am sorry, Mayor, but I have found something out that is very urgent that needs to be brought to your attention. Earlier today, a woman's amulet was stolen, and on the trail there was a river with poisoned fish.
Poisoned fish, are you sure?
Yes.
Do you have any proof?
I create a dog.
You're gonna create a dog in front of the mayor? Oh shit.
Actually, how about I create the dog a little far away, and I'm like, you know what? There's magic. There has to be magic in this area. So I create a dog. I tell him, don't freak out. I create a dog, and I say, I have the ability to create or summon. Let's not say create. Let's say summon animals. And I fed one of these fishes to one of the summoned animals, and it perished.
Alright, you have to roll to see if the mayor freaks out or not. Oh wow, he's not gonna freak out. He's like, no man, it's chill. I rolled a 1. Yeah, I rolled the 1, it's over. He completely was like, oh, cool. You can fucking do that? That's sweet. And now you definitely have him believing.
Obel just shit out on me, so I did not hear what you said.
The mayor basically was just like, okay, cool, wow. He was chill about it, sweet. Wow, I've never seen something like that before, but heck yeah. Let's fucking go. That's dope.
And then I proceed to tell him, yeah,
I've seen some strange things in these times. So, I'm not surprised somebody like you's out there.
Right. And that's how I know that the fish supply may be contaminated. I will be doing more investigation in the morning when it's light out. Just tomorrow, make an announcement saying, "Hey, don't eat the fish right now." If anybody asks, say it was on my authority. I'm investigating something.
All right, I'll make the announcement in the morning.
Okay. I'm also gonna check out the other food items that we have just in case. But I will see you in the morning. Hope you have a good night.
All right. He says thank you for coming, and he lets you go.
Okay. I go to my little hut, or cabin, or whatever you want to call it, my house. I'll make a few chickens, if I have the mana to do so.
You can make chickens. It's only 7 o'clock, so, it would take a little bit, and it would drain your energy, but you'd be sleeping afterwards anyway.
Yeah, that's why I was like, let's make some chickens for in the morning. Okay. And that is...
You can have as many chickens as you want.
Let's say 5 as of right now. Of course, there's a chicken coop or, fenced in backyard or whatever.
We'll say you can have up to 20 chickens.
Okay. So
each chicken can give you up to an egg, possibly.
Right. So I get into my jammies. I sleep naked. Let's do that. I get undressed and I go sleep.
Alright, and then my turn will be spent actually making it to the island of Vancouver, where I will be looking at newspapers and seeing that there's nothing new, and I'm gonna sleep by a tree and look for work in the morning.
Okay. So, my turn or your turn still?
Oh man, I got the biggest story fucking plot, man. You don't even know. My story plots are slow, but man, once they hit, you'll be like, oh my gosh. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it's your turn, you're waking up.
I wake up,
we'll say you got a nice little chicken coop, 5 chickens in it.
Yeah, I go check if there's any eggs.
Alright. There will be some eggs no matter what every day. But let's say, based on the chickens you have, we're gonna roll a, what is this, a D4?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah, it's the smallest dice at the moment.
D4 or D6, but I don't have 6 chickens, so yeah, D4.
D4 would be closer, and then we'll go based on 3. If it lands on 4, it's a reroll. Or
right.
5, it's 5, right, so... Until you get 6 chickens, then you can upgrade to the D6. Alright, we're gonna say it gave you 4 eggs.
Okay,
wow.
That's good. Alright. I go inside. I make food. At least a little bit of a breakfast. 1 or 2 eggs.
I'm gonna get you another piece of paper. For how many
Okay.
eggs?
Well, you could also put that on the back with the gold as well.
It'll run out of room eventually. I plan on
Eventually,
going
but,
for a while. We're gonna have
but
pages.
well, yeah, that's how you're supposed to do it.
Alright, so you got 4 eggs. Currently.
Technically 2, because I made 2.
Oh, you just made 2. Alright.
Yeah, I made 2 because do we need to eat?
I mean,
I would say
yeah. I mean, you would need to eat. My dude's probably eating fucking... I don't know. My dude's scavenging, you know? Yeah, I'm fucking... just eating squirrels on the way, or fucking bugs or something, you know? I'm figuring out protein. We're smart enough to know.
Right. Okay, so
the eggs would be like battle items and stuff. Like eggs would be in the middle of battle. You eat an egg, you gain a life. You could eat like 5 at a time.
That's OP. And awesome at the same time. I like that.
But eggs are also stashed at your house in like a treasure chest that you have to take some out and put them on you every time you want to like leave. If you leave the city, in the city you have all your eggs. But if you leave, because you could teleport back, grab eggs, teleport back, boom, sensu bean. Except not as powerful. not as like on point, but you know. Because technically, you know, if you were down to 1 health, your character's got
I actually have a
5 health.
Yeah.
But you also have that 7 defense and the 4 durability.
Right. So I'm basically like a tank as of right now.
Yeah, it would take a hardcore villain to punch you, and you'd have to go through... Like, if you go through a wall, you take damage from the hit on top of damage from the wall. And then, like, if he hits for high enough, you'll go through a couple walls. If a building collapses on you, you know, things like that, add to it. And then that's what takes it away. Your defense doesn't come back, but your durability does. Your defense is 7, but your durability is 4. Once the 7 defense is gone, they just have to get through that 4 durability every turn. But you could hit... If they hit you for 4 or less, it doesn't even phase you, basically. Like, you're hurt, you hit the ground, but you're not taking health. It's not going to kill you. It's a little minor cut.
With the defense, I say...
That comes back after your thing is... After the fight is over. And you've gone home and rested.
Like, that's what I'm about to say, is after you go home and sleep.
Yeah, and the fight's over, you know. You're at least you're away, even if you're hiding long enough to rest.
This stale. Oh god, yeah, they are.
Alright, but you made 2 eggs, so you'll have 2 eggs.
Right. I go check the livestock. I go to the livestock, and...
You go and you find your 5 chickens. You can, again, you can always create more, you can create different animals as long as they stay.
I mean, like, the whole village's livestock. Or towns. To make sure it's not poisoned.
Oh, okay. So you go to the livestock out there, everything's looking just fine.
Everything's looking fine.
Yep, the announcement was made, no one's eating the fish.
Okay. I go to the shepherd, or whoever's taking care of the livestock.
Okay.
And I ask, is it male or...
Before you can get up to him, he asks, why is it I hear you cutting off the fishing? That's half my business. I'm the one who does the fishing and all the livestock.
And I tell him, I'm like, well, yesterday I found a fish that was poisoned, and I just want to take a look at your stock to make sure nothing else is contaminated, so nobody else dies.
He goes, what? Somebody's died?
Not from what I know, but I want to prevent any death in the event that it could have happened.
Alright, sounds good.
I asked him, has his livestock been acting or looking weird?
No, sir. Go ahead and check there. You have the authority to walk up on my land. Go ahead.
Okay, sir.
Just don't swipe no free milk from my cows.
I promise you, I will not do
Somebody's been taking my cow's milk. I come out in the morning and my cows are laying there tired already. Can't get no more milk from them.
Really? Okay. Have you ever seen anybody on your property to do that?
I've never seen anyone, no footprints, no tracks, nothing. I don't hear nothing, see nothing. I go to sleep, and when I wake up, it's done.
Do you have any dogs by any chance?
It's been about once or twice a week, and my dog sits out there and he don't catch nothing. He don't find nothing.
Is there very strong gusts of wind?
Not that I've noticed.
Okay. I'm gonna go take a look around, and I'll come back to you.
All right, thank you. He goes inside.
So, I take a look around for anything suspicious, like broken fencing or bent fencing or branches broken or anything like that.
You go up to a cornfield and you see that there's what appears to be a semi-well drawn out path.
Okay. I go down
it. You're like, I'm going down it.
Yeah.
Alright. So you follow the path, and it leads you to the other side of the field.
Look around. What is around me?
Broken.
Besides field.
Broken. Where you were walking and all that had a bunch of corn laying everywhere, and broken and missing corn and stuff. Something tells you that the farmer hasn't quite noticed that yet. The farmer lives next door to the livestock guy. He's doing his own thing. The farmer's someone else. You just happen to see that.
Which way does the path take me? Does it take me towards the farmer?
The path takes you all the way to the farm, which the farm is located in New York.
Oh shit. That's a long fucking walk.
Yeah, you're walking through tons of fields of corn, and you're finding all kinds of fruits and vegetables and all kinds of shit. Multiple farms, like all the farm people in Ohio and New York are working together, and this is the farm setup. Like 50 farms all lined up, and you can see there's a trail through a bunch of them with missing stuff. And it seems to be in a straight line.
So I continue following the trail until I can get to a farmer's house without actually damaging his crops.
Alright, you're gonna land in the north of New York, up by Ontario, by the Ontario River, and it is nighttime.
Okay, is there a farmer's house nearby?
Yes, there is.
I go up to the house and I knock gently.
It is a female farmer.
Hello,
answering
miss.
The door.
Hello, miss. I am a sheriff for Columbus, Ohio. And I am following this trail of a perpetrator, which actually leads right through everybody's crops. I was also wondering if I could have a bed for tonight here.
She says, no problem. We got a bed out in the barn you can stay up in. There's a top little area you could sleep in the cellar. It's like a Smallville kind of area where, you know, Clark spent out in the... Yeah.
Okay, it is greatly appreciated, ma'am. In the morning, I do want to ask you a few questions, but that can wait until the morning.
Sounds good. I'll see you in the morning.
Thank you, ma'am. I go to the barn and, you know, I look around, make sure everything's secure, safe, nothing's gonna go on. and I summon a dog.
Okay.
Now, by the morning time, this dog will be gone.
Yeah.
But
As soon as you wake up, it decays. It'll be like a dog that just sits there and protects you through the night.
I
Alerts
want
you.
the dog to be outside on patrol looking for people.
Alright. What kind of dog are we
Alright.
talking?
Let's go with a dachshund. No, not a dachshund.
Fucking red nose.
Rottweiler. Rottweiler.
Alright. So there's
I
just a
want a dog to
Rottweiler
be-
out there.
I want a dog that will fuck someone up. Now, the dog already has the scent of all the farmers in the house and me, so
Yeah.
it doesn't accidentally attack them.
Yeah, it would smell everyone's property on that house.
Exactly.
It would only go for people it deemed a threat to what you would tell it is its base threat instinct. Like if somebody was coming up pretending to be somebody, your dog would know. It could smell its feelings, its scared nervousness.
Right.
So it wouldn't attack them anyway.
Right. And I proceed to lay my head down and go to sleep.
Alright. In which I have woke up. I am in the past, currently. And I am in British Columbia, in Vancouver Island. I am going to be looking around for a job to do, and I see that there is also a sheriff's position. So, I see an opportunity in Vancouver Island, but I decide not to be the sheriff.
Okay.
I decide that I'm going to apply at the bar for work.
Okay.
And that's how I'm going to try to make my gold per turn.
Right.
Being a bartender, I actually have to go to work to make the gold, of course. It depends if I'd say like, if I'm going there for a few hours, it depends on how many hours I stay. Like
I feel like
5 coins
Sorry
for
to cut you
half a
off.
day.
Yeah, I'd say the sheriff should get some kind of salary, but that is, up to you.
When he solves something, maybe the mayor will give him a reward.
Yeah, I'd say more than 10, 15 gold, depending on the job.
Yeah.
Of course. Like, if it's a murderer, I'd say that's at least, I don't know, because I don't know. But, like, petty thieves should be at least, like, 10. 5 to 10, depending on what their offense was. I'd say that's that's fair. But go ahead, continue.
Alright, this is his character, my character. Alright, my backup sheet. Will be the back of my sheet. Right. Okay. So I am a bartender.
Oh, thank God. I thought my phone just shattered, bro. No.
And I'm gonna spend the whole day so I can make a flat 10. And I'm gonna sleep out behind the bar, unfortunately, because I don't have a place to stay right now.
As of right now. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, places, we won't say upkeep, but there will be a purchase price.
Unless
like
you're
saved
the
up money. Yeah, the sheriff's given a place while he is the sheriff. The bartender would probably like sleep at the inn for free.
Yes.
He would get to sleep at the inn for free. We'd say something like that.
I agree with that.
Well, I can save up some money to get something, but houses, of course, are going to be like 500 gold. It ain't going to be no easy way to get a house.
Yeah.
Be a few episodes. Gibbon.
Unless you like save the mayor's life, and then
Something like that, yeah.
And then the inn, the house, I'd say the inn and the house, if you save the mayor's life, either or is completely free. And not both, though. You feel?
Alright, I just acquired 10 gold. Whoa. And went to sleep at the inn, and watch we're waking up on your day.
Okay.
Trying to get some money now. I got no money. I'm fucking broke as shit.
So
Sleeping at an inn. I'm gonna go to sleep reading the newspaper. I'm gonna go to sleep reading the newspaper and say here that there's been robberies.
Okay.
Let's see here.
Is that the end of your turn?
Not yet. I'm trying to look here real quick. They're saying that it is a mysterious man who disappears, grabs what he wants, and disappears into the night. So I'm like, what? Super confused.
Okay.
And looking at that, I get a crazy idea in my head that I might want to be the hero of this city. If I'm stuck back here, might as well be a hero. Or at least a vigilante. So I'm gonna get some clothes.
Okay.
I'm gonna craft with my craft fruit.
Nice.
Probably like polyester, or not polyester, that really fucking like
Latex.
stretch shit.
Latex. It's kind of like polyester, but it's not. I know what you mean.
We'll
It's
say like stretching. We'll say
latex,
really stretchy
not latex,
material.
but, like polyester, plastic-esque, silkish.
We'll say just a regular shirt. I'm gonna do regular clothes.
Just stretchy.
Yeah, just able to be stretched if needed. Only to a certain point, obviously. Like, the Hulk would rip it.
Of course.
I mean, that's crazy. But, yeah, I'm gonna materialize myself on nice clothes. Even though, I mean, I guess I've materialized myself a nice little black suit. Kind of like what you were wearing, but a better... Because I still have his clothes, but I think I'm going to leave his clothes behind and materialize myself. No, that's going to be my at-home clothes. And when I go to be a hero, I'm going to materialize hero costume.
Okay.
I am going to be...
Bruh, don't you hate when your balls just get so fucking hot out of nowhere?
What? I mean, yeah, I guess. Yeah, because then they get all sweaty and you're like, fuck, dude, it's so bad. That's how you get crab legs.
Really? I thought that was just a mixture of swamp ass and swamp balls.
No, sweat and rubbing, sweat and friction leads to crab legs very badly.
Isn't that just chafing?
I am going to get... Oh man, and I'm totally copying, man. I'm not even gonna cap.
Like... Who are you copying?
Oh, you know I'm copying. I am going to... Oh, I should copy Spider-Man's outfit. But that wouldn't make sense because I can't shoot Spider. webs. I can't do that, so that doesn't make any sense.
I would say come up with your own, because that's what I'm gonna do if I go the hero vigilante route. Which
I am a
technically I already am.
vigilante. I'm a vigilante. I will kill a motherfucker.
I'm a sheriff. I'll shoot anybody I want.
Okay, let's say... I am going to have Captain America's
Okay.
armor.
So red, white, and blue?
Yes.
Okay. Why? You're in Canada. You feel?
We'll say stretches and shrinks. Infinitely.
Okay.
If ever needed. You never know if you get shrunk by a shrink ray, motherfucker, you're gonna wish you had clothes that fit. Like, yeah. I don't want his shield, but I will also, for a weapon, what would I use? I mean, I don't want to just use something on the spot.
I would say, what is your expertise? Like, what is your weapon of expertise?
That's what I haven't decided. Well, it's got to be something that would have been found in the... Well, not true. It could be anything, because anything I've seen, I'm from the future. We both are. Therefore, when it comes to something like the craft fruit, it would just be thinking of something that I'd seen before. Like, everyone would probably have seen Captain America, so easily, boom. There's his fucking uniform. And we would have known Tony Stark, and I'm sure he would have figured out some fucking uniform for shrinking and growing. So that wouldn't be hard. I was also part of the X-Men, so, you know, I had Professor Xavier helping me with, you know, making things and all that. But what would I be? Like, what would I use, weapon-wise?
I don't know. To be honest.
The things I make from the craft fruit after a day will also disintegrate. As yours do. As the downside. I can't uncreate it, but after a day it is gone.
So it's like my creatures.
Well, no. Because then your sword would disappear, and I can't have that. So no, my stuff doesn't disappear, so I just have to watch out what I make. Because it'll be there forever. I will have to destroy. I'll have to make something to destroy that. So that's interesting. That is going to be pretty interesting how I'm going to pull that off. Trying to think how I would do that. Like, say I made a sword, how would I break the sword, you know? Find a lava pit or a blacksmith shop, leave it in there till it breaks? I don't know, no. Like, swords aren't the issue. Say I wanted to make, like, a bomb. You can't leave a bomb back in 1800s. That would ruin history. We gotta watch out for the timeline. That's the whole point of this, too. What we do cannot affect the timeline.
Okay.
So, it's like, I can't just use a fucking bomb. Or, well, not that I would, but what if I wanted to? I can't do that, because then, you know, it will break time. So I can't do that. things that would disintegrate would be sweet, but then you would lose your sword. Maybe I could choose what's permanent and what's not. Like, say I had throwing knives that disintegrated. Like, I could make throwing knives or a gun and then be like, alright, it's gone. Like, it disintegrates after use.
Okay, so that's... I'd say that's a little OP.
Yeah, creating... I don't have destroying, so I can't destroy it. It would have to destroy itself. And after a day...
Here.
But the problem, I could do after a day, but then your sword will disappear, and you'll have to go buy another one.
Right. You can... How about this? You can create the things... But once you create, you can create things that, if you put your mind to it, once you create it, you can have it set to be
That's
destroyed.
true. I could craft like a mini sun that would implode itself, like in my hand, and it would destroy whatever I'm holding. It would suck in whatever. I could make a black hole that would suck in whatever I'm holding.
Well, what I was saying was, whatever you craft, if you wanted to, you could have like a set timer or a time that it disintegrates. Now that's a good idea.
Yes, and I didn't put a timer on your weapon, so your weapon would be permanent.
So mine's permanent. I'm glad for that. Is that what? Isn't it like a golden cutlass or some shit? Not golden, but you know what I mean. Like gold accents, real nice looking. Alright? Because you said it was a Excalibur type-esque sword, so
it's a cutlass. Excalibur quality.
Yeah, so
like gems, it's gold, it's fine cutting, very sharp.
Demonic or angelic aspect to it?
I don't know any angelic or demon, so for me it would be like just some normal, like human with ability, like with indestructible capabilities, maybe.
So, am I able to enchant shit since I am, both angel and demon?
Enchanting would be a power. That's a power that you would have to come across a character with that power.
Okay. Whose turn is it? Is it yours still or mine?
I just finished making my armor, and I do want like a kind of permo weapon, but I'm gonna make something kind of like Thor's hammer.
Okay, but not a hammer.
But not a hammer. It's gonna be an actual Excalibur, like a sword, like not the cutlass, the Excalibur, a one-handed long sword.
I would say it has to be something like
no magical
Excalibur,
properties.
Not Excalibur.
Well, no one knows what Excalibur looked like. Looked like. It would go based off my memory of what I think it would look like.
Okay. Well, I'm just putting this out there. What if Excalibur was out there? You just have to find it.
Yeah.
And
then the sword I have is definitely not Excalibur. Don't get me wrong. It's just going to be a nice looking.
It's like it.
Like, imagine Excalibur in your head, and that's the sword that I want. That comes back to me when I put my hand out.
Like Thor's hammer. Okay, yeah.
Comes to me when I'm worthy. If I start becoming evil, I'm no longer worthy and cannot use it. But I can't break it. It's indestructible. And it's heavy, just like Thor's. Has all the properties of Mjolnir. Mjolnir, or whatever it is. Yeah, Mjolnir.
I'm sorry, that's one of the things that bugs me with how people pronounce his hammer. It's Mjolnir, and a lot of people do not say it like that, and it actually bugs me. I do not know why it bugs me, but it does. Ugh. It's like certain words, if they're not pronounced correctly, it bugs me. And like, I have like slight OCD. You know what I mean by that? Like, only certain things.
Yeah. Same. Ripping earphones out of my ears. Loud noises, loud pops, gunshots.
You see,
those are things I don't like. Things I cannot control, I will beat your fucking face. The fucking... Get the fuck that wet shit. You pop balloons around me, you're getting your ass beat. I don't do balloons. No one's popping balloons. If it pops a balloon, I'll take one or the two. But if you're being a dick about it, just to be a dick, I'm fighting you.
Well, yeah. Like, loud noises... I've been around guns and shotguns a lot, so that loud noises and gunshots don't really bother me. But if, like, I'm just chilling and somebody just stomps on a balloon, have fun with the fist in your face. Because that wouldn't even be me just reacting at all. It would just be...
It's your turn. I went to sleep for the night, and it is now your turn, because I keep track on map. Now I'm jumping back to your part of the map. Alright. Go ahead. You are in the north of Ontario, New York.
Okay. I go to the... Actually,
You're in the lady's house. Your dog has found nothing and just falls to dust.
Okay. So I'm in the house.
You're at the barn.
Okay. So I walk out of the barn. I survey the area a little bit. Like, I'll just look around.
Okay.
Is there anything around me besides, you know, what was there last night?
Yeah, tons of different fields. The lady's coming out, freaking out, saying that her cabbage was stolen.
Her cabbage? Okay, I float to her because, you know, I float.
Well, you don't just float. You can walk, but you basically just walk. You're a smoker. Yeah, like, you start running up a hill, you're done.
Or fly.
Because floating would freak people out.
True.
Now, flying's a whole nother thing. You could fly 3 times faster. Your dodging is what's crap. You have a 3 speed. So technically you can walk and you're just fine, but dodging, you ain't dodging shit. No. Your character will die with that. There's no leveling up, just fuck stories. Some amazing.
Well, what if when I do level up, can't I, like, get a chance to roll for...
So people just get fucked. Like, Babe got a 1 on something. I don't remember what it was, but she got a 1. I'm pretty sure it's durability. Like, once her defense is gone, she's getting smoked. Anything past a 1, like, anything more than, like, a pebble hitting her fucking hurts. She she doesn't, she's that kind of person who, like, once she starts bleeding, it doesn't stop bleeding very well. So if she loses too much blood, a paper cut could kill her.
Okay. Really? Damn.
Right? Well, wouldn't kill her, but hurt her.
Okay.
Because there's also bleed damage. Like, if they get through and they do some damage, every turn you'll bleed.
Okay. So I try to calm her down. I didn't even ask her name. Damn.
Right. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Her husband comes out behind her, freaking out, saying my damn cabbages.
I get this reference, that's funny. I talked to both of them. I'm like, okay, calm down, the two of you. What happened?
You haven't even asked us our names, and you're asking us what happened?
I am the Sheriff of Columbus, good sir, and good madam.
Yeah, that was the man saying that, because you didn't meet him, you only met his wife. Yeah. His wife's nice.
Yeah, sir, My name is Sir Jonathan III. What is your name?
He said the name's Petro.
Petro?
Yes.
Well, I am sad we had to meet on these terms, but I'm glad to meet you. Explain what all happened.
We heard a whoosh of wind and we came outside, heard a ruckus, like somebody hit something. I don't know how your dog missed it. He went right through the field, and you look over at the field and there's a huge spot missing where it looks like an alien came down and just was fucking with these guys.
Okay.
And you're like, what the fuck? Like, you've seen these in our history where there's just fields with different symbols and...
I'm like, okay.
The signal,
well,
and it's in a U. And he goes, what's that supposed to mean?
U. Okay, so I just did another one of those, you know. So I'm kind of stupid right now. Can you explain? Like, pause the game.
No, it's just like, you know how there's different shapes, different... Well, this one's just in a shape of a U.
Okay. Alrighty. I tell the man and the woman, Pedro, and
she says, my name's Janet.
Janet? Okay.
Yep.
I am glad to meet y'all. And I will investigate what is going on, because even in my town, this has been happening. So I will figure out what is going on. You guys can go ahead, go inside, and I will, I'll figure this all out, and I might stay here for a few more nights to see if anything else happens. I go ahead and I tell them, I'm like, y'all can go ahead, go inside, do your daily routine, and I will be back.
Alright.
Okay, so do they go inside?
They go inside.
I use fly. I fly up into the sky and I use chameleon.
Alright, you should probably use chameleon first.
Well, yeah, okay, yeah.
Like, go behind a tree, use chameleon, and then fly.
Yes.
Which you could do.
What's going on?
You could do that all.
Okay.
You see a giant U.
Is there anything else besides that?
All of the crops you notice this time are actually still there, just smashed. Like it had been trampled on over and over.
Okay.
Or pressed down on really hard.
I fly to the U. Like, I'm now on the ground. I summon a bloodhound again. And
Alright.
I tell him, look, smell. Find any smells besides corn and the people that live here.
Alright.
Do I need to
Your
roll?
dog finds nothing.
Nothing. Huh. Okay. Fuck.
You gotta think of everything, man. When it's with me, man, I don't play games, dude. Like, I make sure all the questions are answered. In a field full of corn, you know how hard it would be to pick up any form of scent, even if there was, besides corn? It's because it's such a... corn is a really strong smell.
Okay, so... with my angelic and demonic powers, am I able to, like... with the angelic, am I able to, like, look, like, use a quote-unquote power, but it's like, it's not a power, it's already like a part of me, to where I can...
You can create any animal in the world that's ever been made, that's ever been. Lions, tigers, bears, and they will obey you. Anything. Elephants, zebras, sloths, anything.
What would you think has the best sense of smell?
Well, hounds are pretty good at smelling. I don't think it would be...
Eagle. I summon an eagle to scout the area to see if they can find anything.
Okay. Your eagle takes you to the farmer's house.
My headphones came out.
The eagle does its screech all the way to the farmer's house and just sits up on its its gutters.
Okay, I go over to the farmer's house. How many stories is the house? 1 or 2?
It is a 3.
It's a 3. Okay, so I knock on the door.
Alright. Janet answers.
Hello, Janet. Is it okay if I come in and take a look around? One of my familiars, that's what I'm gonna call it, has indicated that there may be something here.
She says, no problem, come on in.
Okay. I walk in, I take a look around the first room I'm in.
Alright, we'll say you could search the whole house by the 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Then you find nothing. Nothing out of the ordinary. You know, Pedro's watching TV. Janet's just cooking. They don't have any kids.
Okay.
No kid areas, just normal 1800s kind of stuff. War room, collections, and stuff.
I go upstairs. Is there anybody up there?
There is nobody upstairs.
How many more PowerPoints can
you have as many, as long as you can use the ones you have as many as you want.
Oh, okay. I summon another... I summon a angel hound. That... Okay, so with angel hounds, they have, like, heightened senses.
Angel hounds would be used to sniff out evil, and evil would be used to sniff out good.
Okay, so I summon one of the angel hounds. Tell him, sniff. Find something.
Now, what does this angel hound look like? A regular dog with just heightened abilities? Angelic on the inside?
Now, yes.
Okay. So, we're going... You go to... He goes, smells around, and brings you to the 3rd floor, which is locked with a door. A door that's padlocked. And he barks. And the lady comes up saying, no one's gone in there for years.
I tell her, do you have the key?
She goes, yeah, it should be down here somewhere. Hey, baby, it should be down here somewhere.
Okay, can you please find it and open this door?
She goes down to the kitchen and searches. It goes, you know, it's getting kind of late. Maybe we should continue this tomorrow.
I tell her, we're so close to figuring out something that I feel like maybe 10, 20 more minutes we'll be fine.
Her husband comes up and goes, "My wife said you need to leave. You need to leave."
I look him in the eyes and I tell him, "Sir, I am the sheriff. I need to look in this room right now."
He says, "You're not the sheriff of my town."
I tell him, "Fair enough, but I have been tracking this thing from my town, so it is still technically my jurisdiction. I would greatly appreciate if you open this door first."
He goes down and gets a key, comes back up and unlocks the door.
"Thank you, sir." I walk in. What do I see?
You walk in and there's an old little light switch. Not a switch, but a little pull.
Okay.
You pull it and the light flickers till eventually it comes on. It's very dim, but enough that you can see lots of dusty boxes full of various things. And nothing else that your eye can see. But lots of dust, so it's heavy to breathe.
Yeah, my dog is still outside, so I call him in. And I'm like, "Sniff."
Alright. He sniffs around. And on the ground, he finds a piece of the amulet.
Oh. Okay. I walk over to it and I pick it up.
What appears to be a piece of an amulet.
Okay.
Let's say
I inspect it.
You see that it's a clip, that it's meant to hold something together. An amulet. How she described it. We'll say she described it to you. That's one of the pieces.
Okay. I go up to the farmer and his wife and I'm like, "Do you guys know how this may have gotten in here? This is a piece of amulet that was stolen from one of the ladies in my town. I'm not accusing y'all of anything. I'm just asking to see if y'all know anything."
We've never seen that before in our lives.
Okay.
I don't know how that got here. We've never actually been in here. As you can see on the ground, you're making footprints and no one else. Like, they're not behind you. You're in there alone.
I walk back in and I look around for any windows.
Alright, you see there's a window in the middle that's old with a slight crack.
Does it look like it's been broken or tampered with or opened?
We'll say slightly... we'll say slightly open.
Okay. I asked the farmer, "Hey, when was the last time y'all..." Hold on. I asked them, "Have you ever locked this window? Or been in this room at all?"
He comes in the room and says, "Wow, that explains what the cracking in the ceiling is every night."
So you've been hearing cricks and cracks in the ceiling?
Yeah, almost footsteps.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to set a little trap. AE, I'm gonna stay up all night and be in this room. And
Alright.
I'm not gonna move.
Alright.
What time is it?
It's probably, it's probably like 10, 11.
I'm like, "Okay, y'all, go ahead, get everything you need done, and all that, and I will see you guys in the morning.
Alright. I just thought about it. I could fucking craft gold, dude. What the fuck am I working for?
Well, that's OP, I'd say.
You're like, that's OP.
Yeah. So
We'll say no.
Do they shut the door?
I mean, I could make currency, but it's keeping up my ego, and I'm not just gonna make currency. That'd make it too easy.
Yeah.
I could if I wanted to, if I needed to, I guess.
Yeah, so do they leave?
Yes, they leave. They close the cellar door, which is only one-sided.
Okay. Which I can teleport, so I can get out of there anyway. I use Chameleon. And I just sit down in one of the corners, facing towards the window.
Alright, then that would lead to my turn, and then it will be your turn at night and day. So that would flip back over to me. The music's so pumped. There we go. Let's get back over to my page. Alright. So I am going to take the day off, start investigating around the house, around the place. I don't find anything, of course, so I go to the newspaper again for a new newspaper, because I had read yesterday's, found nothing too interesting, I did notice something. People had said something about a man taking stuff and disappearing into the night. And that's what got me into the idea of wanting to be a hero for this city. I felt bad. It's a small little city, on an island that no one cares about. So I'm gonna, on the DL, wait till nighttime. I'm gonna just say that I'm chilling till nighttime. And then I'm gonna go out looking for this mysterious man. I hear a girl screaming. I go upstairs into, because I'm, of course, chilling at my bar, but I'm not working that day, but I hear someone screaming in the inn, so I'm going to go upstairs into the inn. I hear, a girl. I kick open the door, and I see a man from behind with black hair instantly disappear. I look around, don't see anything. I go flying forward into the girl, sending her out the window, killing her.
Oh.
Because I land on top of her, and he's gone. So I'm like, what the fuck was that? By the time I get up there, obviously, he's gone. I investigate the area, find nothing, of course, no anything at that point. Prints aren't a thing, so you can't find someone that way. Like, it's the old-fashioned catch 'em in the act.
Right.
But yeah, now I've confirmed that what they're saying is definitely true. Of course, I'm wearing my
there's my pencil.
gear.
I've been looking for this thing for 3 motherfucking days.
I did not react quick enough to save said girl, unfortunately. Yeah, people start screaming and freaking out. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And I teleport to my room in the Talon and get into my own clothes as quick as possible. And join the crowd going, oh my gosh, to blend in. And go to bed after that. After people are like, man, what the heck was that? That's crazy. Everything dies down. Eventually people go to sleep.
Alright.
So, the next day, or
Actually, no,
is where I'm at, but you're at the night, so
Yes.
heading back to you. You were in there, you're in Chameleon, you're hiding, trying to catch a perpetrator. It gets to about 4 in the morning, you're dozing off, and your dog barks, and you see something moving faster than the eye can see.
Okay.
To you might even call it lightning.
Okay.
And then when it stands, and then eventually, whatever it is picks you up, puts you on the wall, and says, "I heard you've been looking for me." And but you can't see them because they're moving uber fast.
Okay.
That they're disorienting them.
Okay, I ask, who are you? Why are you doing this?
I do what I want, I take what I want. You stay out of my way. You hit the floor, and he goes through the window. Like, through it. Phases. Through it. At super fast speed.
See me? Hold on. Oh.
How did he see you is the oh, see, these are the questions I love asked.
Mm-hmm.
So now you're thinking to yourself, how could he possibly have seen me?
So he's gone already, right?
Yes, your dog fights nothing anymore. He's just sitting there barking, wagging his tail.
So my dog was an angelic.
And it was an angelic dog, and still can't find anything at this point. But he found something that day.
What did he find?
Well, he found that dude.
Well, besides that,
your dog gave you away. You had your dog sitting next to you.
Yeah.
You started dozing off.
Was he demonic? Is he evil?
I don't know. We'll say white lightning, black, red eyes, black shadow, because obviously it'd be a squiggly, it'd be moving left, right, left, right, left, right at such fast pace that you'd barely be able to see.
Right, okay, so what I'm guessing is he is...
And then he ran away phasing through the window immediately.
I'd say he's demonic, just from what he looks like and what his abilities are. I proceed to summon my father.
You what?
Because you gotta think, I'm a kid to an angel and a demon. You gotta think about that.
Yes. Yes. Calm. So which one would it be?
My father is a demon. My mother is an angel.
So to do that, because you know parents don't always answer.
Right.
Oh, let's see.
What do I need to roll?
A d20, always, for actions.
Okay.
Alright, go ahead and roll. You're calling, like, you're definitely making the call, but will they answer? Will your dad answer?
11.
He does not.
Damn. Okay, so...
So close, though.
Yeah, I proceed to try to summon my mother.
Alright, well, you're not going to summon them, but you can call them. And angels talk via telepath. So that would still be a thing.
Okay.
As would demons would just appear behind you. you would call to them and they would appear like Crowley.
Yeah.
I mean, angels, you can summon them and they'll appear, but they might appear before you. I mean, they'd fly technically, so yeah. In a possessed body.
So I tried to contact my mother.
Alright.
Roll a d20.
Yep.
18.
Oh. No one answers.
Damn. I'm guessing it was lower.
It's roll low, yep. I rolled an 8. You had to roll lower than an 8.
Fuck. Okay, I try to contact my father again.
Well, once they're not answering, they're not answering.
Fuck. Okay. Well, okay. I summon both a demonic hound, a demon hound, and a angelic hound.
Alright, so they're both just hounds. One has blue eyes and one has red eyes.
Okay. I tell the demonic one, hey. I tell the angelic one to, go away for a little bit. Like, run away for a second. And I tell the demonic one, hey, sniff around, see if you can find anything. Besides, your brother.
Okay, the brother sniffs around.
Okay.
Sniffs around and finds what appears to be a shedded wing.
Okay, I walk over to it. What color is it?
Under the dust. Your original dog wouldn't notice because it senses evil. And what it is not evil.
Oh, so it's, okay. So it's an angelic wing.
You notice that it is not a wing of any animal. Or anything.
Okay.
It's more of a insect. A bug of some kind. But a large one, a human-sized one. One that couldn't possibly be. Or looks falsely made. Had to have been made.
I inspect it.
You inspect it, and it appears to be authentic.
Okay.
Made very well.
It was made. It's not organic?
You can't tell if it's organic or not, just that it is definitely very well made, held together and all.
Okay.
It's kind of silky, like a shedded skin of a snake.
Okay.
But you can't break it. It's strong, it's tough.
I put it in my bag.
Okay.
I'm still in the room, my bag's in the barn, whatever. It is what it is.
You could just pick it up, roll it up, put it in your pocket, and head downstairs.
Right. Well, first thing before I do that, I'm going to tell my demonic dog, I'm going to be like, okay, buddy, go off and have your brother come to me. The angelic one.
He would sit there until he decayed.
Who, the demonic one?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm telling him to go off for a second and have my angelic one come.
Alright.
And I tell the angelic one, hey, sniff around.
The angelic sniffs around and finds nothing.
Finds nothing? Okay. I proceed to go downstairs and talk with the farmer and his wife. I say, so I have found something out. I have found two things. last night there was a intruder.
An
Now
intruder? Oh my gosh. What do you mean? Are you okay? I didn't hear anything.
I'm okay.
Was
I'm
anything
fine.
stolen?
Not that I know of. I do not think so.
If you look around, nothing appears to be stolen.
Okay. And I tell him, I say, this is no human. Now, don't freak out. Honestly, I do not know what it is as of right now. But it was able to phase through that window. And it said to stop following it. And I know it is not good. It's not a good... It's evil. Now, I don't have any spells, fuck. I asked them, do you guys have any spells by any chance? Spell books.
We don't believe in witchcraft and all that. You could go down in ye old Salem. Those were back in about the 1600s.
Okay. Well, I was just wondering so I could put like a protective, quote-unquote, spell over this house. What I'm going to do is... Is there any way I can create a dog and have them keep it without it dying?
It would have no special properties, and you couldn't control it any longer. It'd be friendly to you, but it would be its own thing.
But the farmer and his wife can control it, right?
Yeah, it would be like a regular dog that you just went and bought from the pound.
Okay.
Adopted.
So I'm going to do that, but I am going to imbue it with some power so it can protect them if the thing shows back up.
Okay.
I proceed to tell them, what time is it? Is it like nighttime, middle of the day?
It's the morning. You just came downstairs. They were making breakfast. You had brought them a dog, basically from the pound, to protect them just in case.
I proceed to have breakfast with them because, it's impolite to not.
Right.
And I tell them, hey, I may be back in about a day or so. I am actually going to go back to my town and
tell them I love them.
And tell the mayor all that about what has been going on.
This weekend is Coraline. Alright, I turned her down a little bit. There we go. Alright, go ahead.
Did you hear me?
Go ahead and say what you were saying again. My bad, man.
I said, I had breakfast with them. I told them I'm going to be back in about a day or so. Because I'm going back to my town, telling the mayor what's going on, and yada, yada, yada.
Alright. Yep, so you're heading back to your city. We'll say that you get to... you were only in New York. So we'll say that it'll take you 2 days. So the first day you get to the tip of, Ohio, and you have to... But because you're a well-renowned sheriff, you could stay in the inn for free.
Okay.
Since you're a sheriff, that's like your pay. So while you're on the road, you can stay at inns for free as well.
Before I go to sleep in the inn, I look at the notice board. See if there's anything on there that anybody's needing help with or anything.
Nothing new on the notes yet.
Yet? Okay. I proceed to go lay down.
Alright. For my day, Alright, I wake up and obviously, you know, after all that crazy shit with seeing the guy from behind and all that, and then the girl accidentally dying and then, you know, going in with the crowd. I haven't really decided, it's not my scene. But I'm going to be... I'm gonna go investigating the town for the day, find nothing besides people crying and bitching about their shit getting stolen.
Of course.
By a man disappearing into the night, and it only happens at night, and it makes no sense. And no one sees the man during the day.
Right.
Which makes no sense. Alright. So I go back to my inn room and I chill there for the night. And I'm relaxing, waiting. I'd say about 7 o'clock rolls around. And I'm gonna actually start doing some shit by coming out of my room. I'm gonna come out of my room, start investigating a little bit. Going to the bar, overhearing a conversation with a woman talking about a big pay. Well, I'm gonna get a big pay. And it's an easy job, I just can't find anyone to do it. And I was like, oh, well, I could use some money, good easy job. So I go up and I talk to her, and she says, well, it's not necessarily the easiest job, but I need a man strong enough to not only help me hunt down this invisible man, but possibly helping out another town down in the States. And I agree, obviously. Obviously, I'm still in my regular clothes, so I'm not gonna, like, show off powers or anything. The less that know, the better. I'm actually gonna go to the mayor's, talk to the mayor about what's going on around here. And he says it's been going on for about 2 months. We've had lots of break-ins, people's houses somehow. I mean, he enters in and out. The best thief we've ever seen. He doesn't break a lock. He doesn't pick. He doesn't do anything. It's as if he walks right through the walls. And I'm wondering to myself, well, that's odd. I guess I'll go out in my uniform and see if I can't, find somebody. So I get, my armor on and everything, and I'm heading down. I head out of the inn into the city. And I hear a few cries. I hear a few cries, one of a child and one of a mother saying, "Don't take my child, don't take my child." I go running up to the child to find out it's just the dad saying that it's my time with the children and walking away.
Okay.
And the woman's left crying. She comes up to me and says, "You look like someone who can help," and tells me, "Can you follow that man? He's taking my child, he's taking my child." And I'm like, isn't that his father? No, he just claims that. He never did a test, he just took him. So I start to follow, and I follow him into an alley. He notices me following him all the way into an alley, and watch I'm give up the baby, and the man and the baby disappear.
Oh.
The man turns around, obviously, with black hair, and disappears. I'm freaked out. I run forward to the wall, touching everywhere in that alley, finding nothing. No screams, the baby's gone. I go back to find the mother, also gone. As if she was never there. Alright, so I had... Before heading to bed, I go and let the mayor know what has just happened. And the craziest thing, has happened. And then the woman disappeared afterwards. Like, the guy took the baby and disappeared. And then I go back to find the woman is also gone. All her clothes, everything, the baby stuff still sitting there. Her gone. No cries, no screams, nothing. No wind. Gone. I start to investigate into, let's say you're already doing a farm, so I don't want to do that too. I'll say mine's more like a city. I wouldn't use, no, mine's not even, I'd say less than a town. Mine's more of a village in the aspect of like, it's got like bins of bananas and stuff where you go like an open food market. Right. So I'm going to go down there, then it's open 24/7. I'm going to start looking at the fruits and all that stuff. Okay. And as I'm looking over the aisle, I see fruit just disappearing. One by one. I walk over to investigate it and go flying. And feel as if something had touched me and sent me flying. I go through the window crashing. Person comes out yelling, "Thief, thief," pointing at me.
Oh.
And I'm like, whoa, no, I'm not a thief. I'm not a thief, I swear. Like, I'm still on my hero gear. Like, I'm just in here to get some food. And he says, I'm no longer welcome. I pay for the window. You got to pay for window. So there goes my money. By the way, my only $10 to fix that window that I have no idea what happened.
Oh, shitty.
So that's gone.
Shitty titties.
Yeah. After all that goes down, I start walking down the street. And I feel a brush go past me. And I see a footprint appear in a puddle and disappear. And I start to catch on to what's going on. And I start to try to listen and follow down the street, and I'm only able to follow for a little bit. But when I get there, I find the baby hiding in a drain in the sewers where there's loud waterfall. We'll say loud-ass waterfall. But I kept hearing leaves crumbling and stuff, like something was there, but I couldn't see it. And I followed it. And then the man appeared in front of the child, hidden in the tunnel, feeding the kid.
Okay.
What am I gonna do? That's a moment where I really gotta think now, what am I gonna do? This is a moment of acting.
It is.
I'm gonna casually walk up and be like, it's not nice to steal children from their mothers. He's gonna say, this is none of your business, kid. Stay out of this. You wanna play hero, and I'll end you. I laugh and say, well, it's kind of in my job description, so end me. He walks away from the child disappearing.
Okay.
And, oh gosh, I don't have anything that can help. My danger sense constantly is going off, but I can't see to dodge. So I have no clue. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh god, where is he? Where is he? So I'm gonna run up, grab the kid, and materialize a box around us made of stone.
Okay.
And then I'm going to teleport back to where I saw the lady.
Okay.
Because I am not fucking with someone invisible. That's fucked.
Yeah, fuck all that.
Like, my danger sense was like, freak out, freak out, freak out. Where is he? Where is he?
Like, nope. Fuck all this. Fuck all that. Fuck all
I
that.
search. I cannot find the lady anywhere. I go up to the police station and I leave the child there.
Sheriff's office.
Where the mother is waiting. So we find out where she is. I walk outside of the police station and I'm on my way home. I get probably back to where that lady was. And I get hit and go flying and get hit into a street pole that bends.
Oh shit.
By something invisible. Have no idea what it was.
How much damage do you take?
Oh, I probably shouldn't roll a d20. That wouldn't make any sense.
I'd say, what is it, D10?
Yeah, d10. A street pole's like a fucking wall, or...
Right.
I'd say like a d8 at least.
At least a D8, yeah.
Alright, and it is gonna hit for 1, surprisingly.
Oh, wow, nice.
Which is gonna hit my defense, knocking it down to 8 for this encounter, because it isn't an encounter now.
Yeah.
That was a neat... All you hear is, that was a neat trick, but I'm the god of tricks. Reappears with another hit to the face, sending me flying through a wall for another
I'd say get the fuck out of there.
8 damage. Oh, that just capped all my defense.
I'd get the fuck out of there, bro.
People are now freaking the fuck out. The guy pulls 2 daggers out and goes, "I'll kill you right here where you stand." I am going to pull my sword out and throw it at him. And watch, he dodges, and as it comes back, he stops. As in, like, a hesitation. And goes, "It can't be." Another one made from the same material as Mjolnir. Disappears. And I do not see him again. I get up and he is gone. So I head back to my tavern and I go to sleep.
Okay. I have an inkling of who it is.
Yeah.
Okay. So, it's my turn, right?
Hey, girl.
Okay.
We're gonna actually pause here.
Okay.
I'm waking up after some fuck shit. You're waking up after some fuck shit. Until next time, I will see you guys then. Thank you for watching. 2 hours and 53 minutes of Part 1 Marble Pirates.